Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I'm simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all with the same username everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music, all my own music, except one song written for me. Most of the music is modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping and bluesy songs. And I come on most weekdays at some point between 5:30 usually and 6:15 p.m. Pacific time. And for usually about 4 songs, I do take requests. But you kind of have to know my songs. But you can request a kind of song, like a sad song or a happy song or a love song or whatnot, and I can see what I can do for you if you don't know my music yet. Please do consider following. Hi, Carrie! And sharing the broadcast. Carrie, I just watched your entire live stream for Claire, and it was awesome. I can see why you were tired after, though, because not only did you say about your teeth, but you also mentioned on your broadcast allergies, which by themselves can make you very tired. I know this from firsthand. Hideous experience. I grew up in a county where, Sonoma County, you talked about the allergy belt. Hideous convulsive sneezing all day long during spring for me. Anyway, it was so neat. It was really special. You were 100% awesome. It was so nice to see you there, and it reminded me of old Periscope days, the community, and I really want to get to watching more things. I started watching Periscope Musicians and Friends a little over the weekend while I was doing other stuff. So cool. They put such effort into curating, I know musicians can share their own music on there, but also obviously Mike and Terry are sharing. Anyway, it was fabulous. I am sad to hear that you're struggling with your teeth, though. That was part of the point. That was part of the beauty of it, was it's going to make you feel more confident and comfortable broadcasting. Anyway, it was really lovely, and it kept me company for an hour or so today while I did crappy things like laundry and stuff. Anyway, so here's what I'm thinking today. I'm thinking income inequality. I'm thinking TikTok. Oh, no, you know what, Carrie? I think that the fact that you can smile now makes it night and day. I don't think I would notice any other difference except the smiling, which I really like. Anyway, I just reminded me of how awesome Claire's songs are too. I really need to make it onto one of her broadcasts. I haven't even congratulated her yet on her engagement. Next thing you know, she's going to be married. Do you know when she's getting married? You know when the ceremony is? Is it like the spring or something? That would be a natural time. Anyway, income inequality, TikTok, you always knew, and everybody's in a circle is what I'm thinking. But it did make me think again about wanting to make any effort. I was going to say more effort, any effort to promote my own music. I put 0.0 effort into that. Anyway, let's do income inequality. Why not? Let's start with that. This is a song about, you guessed it, income inequality and the really disturbing effects that it has on almost everyone across the income spectrum. Sort of surprising to some people, but if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Oh, maybe you could, Carrie. You'd have to, hey, Wesley, how are you doing? Good to see you. Maybe you could. Maybe you could make it out here in October. All your spare cash. That money that's burning a hole in your pocket, right? That would be really awesome. So where are they having the wedding? Is it in California or where she's living now? Because she's probably closer to you now than in California, right? All right. Oh, hail. Really, Wesley? Wow. Holy smokes. All right, let's get a, damn, that 38 cents. I know, what are you going to do with that? It's just needs to be spent. Let's see. Saw the pretty dulcimer. You posted a video on Facebook? Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it, Wesley. What's it of? I guess that would kind of spoil it, huh? Oh, you reminded me, for some reason, saying that I haven't gone on to Haps to claim my coins or whatever. God, I don't know. Income inequality, full of corrosivity, resentment building sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality, from income inequality, we must break free. The irony that's plain to see in studies of a rich countries is that income equality helps even the most. No, did I say inequality? The irony that's plain to see in studies of a rich countries is that income equality helps even the most wealthy with better public health from A to Z. For income equality can set us all free. From income inequality, full of corrosivity, resentment building sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality, from income inequality. Oh, we must break oops, free. No, something's wrong. I don't know what happened. We're gonna skip to the next verse. By nearly every measure we can read, from trust to obesity, mental health to life expectancy, all are better off we see, even the most wealthy, for income equality can set us all free. From income inequality, full of corrosivity, resentment building sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality, from income inequality, we must break free. And with research we can see, without financial worry, people volunteer freely, create higher quantity with greater ingenuity, for income equality can set us all free. From income inequality, full of corrosivity, resentment building sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality, from income inequality, we must break free. But then we would be surprised to see better fruit from an apple tree growing in the shade, punished so it will obey. People are the same, we know today, for income equality can set us all free. From income inequality, full of corrosivity, resentment building sea to sea, creating instability, It's not about what he deserves. There's a reason for every single swerve. When people falter, very near the solution is recovery. Help to be all we can be for income equality can set us all free from income inequality, full of corrosivity, resentment building sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality. From income inequality, we must break free. Just imagine the possibilities with innovation flowing freely on without the massive waste we see from tracking time and money and punishing those in need for income equality can set us all free from income inequality, full of corrosivity, resentment building sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality. From income inequality, we must break free. Yes, I will. I will, Carrie. If I ever have a chance. You know, I will confess something. I was talking to my music teacher, my voice teacher the other day, and I was talking to her about, she has arthritis and her fingers starting to come in. She's probably about my mom's age, in her 70s. And she says she can still play the piano fine, but it reminded me of how my dad stopped being able to play guitar probably in his 60s. He already had huge fingers. He had very large hands, very large fingertips. Maybe that was always a challenge, but he played beautiful Spanish guitar and all kinds of things when he was able to play. But one of the reasons I'm learning piano, and one of the reasons that I'm doing vocal looping, is so that I can transition out of instruments entirely, or as difficult instruments if need be, because there is a history of arthritis in my family, although I have no signs of anything so far, and I think my mom did earlier than my age, but I know. All right, I'll take a picture, Carrie. It does. It would be so fun. It would be so fun. Now that I'm out of my super busy time of year, which is the first 4 months of the year, I am feeling a little like I'm loosening up a little. I'm feeling like, okay, having more ideas. I'm like thinking of a song I'm possibly going to be writing. Just, I don't know if it's that loose that I'm ready to take on yet another instrument, though. Holy moly, Wesley. Wow. When hail cracked the windshield, hail cracked your windshield? You had to get the window replaced? It took a while, sorry, to register that. How big was the hail? I've heard it can be as big as softballs. Was it that big? I mean, you have to be pretty big to crack, unless it was a minor crack. But if it was super minor, then you would just be able to patch it, right? Can't they just do a little spot? Or you wouldn't have needed to fix it at all unless it was right there. So how big was the hail? Good God. The biggest hail we ever have is like the size of peas out here, and it's pretty rare. It's the easiest string instrument to play. Wow. It was grapefruit sized, Wesley? What? What? Oh my God. I'm speechless. I didn't even know they made grapefruit sized hail. They made. Wesley? I'm speechless. Have you ever heard of such a thing, Carrie? That's dangerous. You could die if you were hit by something that big falling from the sky. Like a snowball the size, well, it'd be tighter than a snowball because usually hail is pretty hard, right? It's not like a snowflake. You could die if you were hit in the head with that. Good God. You need to like shelter in place if grapefruit-sized hail starts coming down. Wow, that's horrible. More or less grapefruit size, but it was big. Okay, so maybe grapefruit might be overstating it, but it was big. We've had big ones. Not sure about grapefruits. That's terrifying. I've heard of softball-sized hail, but I'm not an expert on hail, so it's possible. Let's see, how big can hail be? How big can hail be? How big can hail get? Somebody searched. Oh, they can't be that big. Hailstones can grow to 6 inches, 15 centimeters, 6 inches, and weigh more than 1.1 pounds. So, I mean, 6 inches, I eat grapefruits all the time. Watermelons, oh my God, what? Darned watermelons are grapefruits? Or is that their name for grapefruits? Or are you saying they talk, Tennessee people talk about hail the size of watermelons? But 6 inches, that's a very large grapefruit. So I believe it. It could have been. Holy smokes. That would break a windshield. Yep, that would do it. That would do it. All right, so we did income inequality. Let's do You Always Knew, a little bit cheerier song. Why not? This is a love song. A love song. Gotta say it that way. So how is Claire doing on her Kickstarter? I'm thinking about donating. You had a lot of viewers on there yesterday or the other day. Was it yesterday? You had a lot of viewers. You had like 150 or more. When I watched, I think there was 150 or something, somewhere in that neighborhood. Not you. No, you never would, Carrie. And you don't make jokes either. Very serious. All right. Each night as we fall asleep, our kids snuggle up to us. No. Each night as we... No. Is it... Hold on. No? Oh, I remember. I always forget this strum. Awesome. You helped, I'm sure. Each night as we fall asleep, our kids snuggle up to us tight. You hold my hand, I love you's all around, and sweet, sweet good nights. I'm always shocked every night inside. I gasp to think that love I feel, the family we made, it didn't come to pass. Hey Willie, how you doing? With all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. It was door to door, the Sierra Club, my summer job. You opened the door, smiled down at me, a white marble Greek god. I had another, oh, that turned red. I had another guy. Law school coming, I was moving away. But when you asked me out, looked at me that way, yes, I had to say. With all that I have, and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe we shared before you left. You did not tell a lie. I had told you a Santa Barbara guy had bought me tickets to fly. You called me up at work to refund his money. Said you had to try. With all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew. You always knew. Months went by, I left my other guy. You found me, we started a flame. But I still didn't know the way you did that this would be the thing. You moved for work, but every Friday night you flew to me. You called me up, you cared for me, yeah, you slowly helped me sing. All that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew. You always knew. Yesterday, the anniversary of our 10th year. Another blessed day, another blessed night with you right here. You're my best friend, lover of my dreams. Such care you take of me, dear. And if I close my eyes, I hadn't written vows. I can still hear. We said with all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew. 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 That's kind of harsh on men, Carrie. Come on. I know you're not, you don't lie. I'm sure I'm sure there's some, just like covering songs. You can do a Claire cover. Oh, that's sweet, Carrie. That's sweet. Speaking of covers, I was singing, I've talked about the 3 J's, as I call them, Janice Ian, Joni Mitchell, and Joan Baez, as sort of my sort of, what do you want to say? What's the term for kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but they're probably, oh, fun, Willie. Just Dance Unlimited. So does that mean you're dancing? Are dance games where you're dancing with them? That sounds super fun. Artists that inspired you, sort of, I want to say like foundationally. Not because we all have, I have tons of artists that I like, but in terms of sort of foundational influences, I guess you could call that, I would say it's those 3. But there's also a collection of other music. My mom came out as a lesbian when I was 6, and they divorced, and I hope she's okay with me saying that. Anyway, she had women's music, right? And so some of the stuff was pretty cool. It was very like, and I loved Holly Near. I don't know if you've ever heard of Holly Near. Because she actually sang sort of music across the board. She transitioned in her life, so she was singing about, straight relationships and then evolved over time. But this song, I was singing it today. I don't know what made me think of it. I was thinking I'd love to do like a tribute album to Joni, to Janice, to Joan, like 3 different tribute albums, or maybe one with a few songs from each. But there are some others, like Holly Near. I was singing her Started Out Fine. They're all trials. Okay, gotcha. And I was thinking about how I communicated with Holly Near at one point when I was in high school. I wanted to do like a performing arts thing against nuclear war, and I contacted her to see if she could endorse the event, and she did. She sent me a statement about it because she was very politically active in her day. She's still I think she's still publishing. You can check out her songs online, Holly Near, Near, and she's super political. A lot of really cool political songs. She has a song about Kent State, the shooting at Kent State. And anyway, there's a song started out fine, and I was singing that this morning. So yeah, I do want, in theory, if it's the 2 concerns are copyright violation. I really am very much want to honor people's rights. However, Claire, I'm sure, would authorize me to do that if I asked her, and if she wouldn't even need me to ask her, I'm sure. But because I have a personal connection, obviously, with her more so than any of these other people. And I know that it's not enforced on these platforms unless you're making tons and tons of money. They might go after you. But the other bigger problem, the more practical problem, is learning covers. And I know for some people it's like the Human Jukebox. I always forget her name. I know it's a piece of cake, but for me it's not. And it's like, really, it's all opportunity costs. Am I going to do that versus something else? Or am I going to just sing the songs a cappella? I've thought about it. Oh, that's cool. You know what my sons like, Willie? They like to, do you do VR at all? They like to do, all my guys, my husband and my sons like to do Beat Saber. Have you heard of Beat Saber? It's sort of like a dance. It's not dance, but that's right, Nikki Spafoni. Anyway, I appreciate you saying that about Claire's songs, and I was again reminded of how beautiful they are listening to you sing them. And one thing I like about her, tell me if you agree with this descriptor. I don't like to judge people positively or negatively, but the word unpretentious comes to mind when I think about Claire. Wouldn't you agree? Even as she's gotten more and more popular, she's just she just stays so relatable, it seems like. Every time I see her, I think I watched a broadcast of hers a little bit, maybe last weekend. I was like, gosh, she's just so approachable, and I love that. Such a great role model. Anyway, talk. I did say chat this time. You want to try Beat Saber. It's Saber, and that may have just been a typo, or maybe you didn't know. But it's saber, like a saber. It is super fun, Willie. And, I think we've had all the different kind of VR headsets, but they really like to use, and it's the cheapest. You do have VR. Oh, you got to try it. You absolutely have to try it, Willie. For sure. Great way to get fit. Let me tell you. I don't do it because I love to do dance instead for my cardio, but the guys swear by it, and they get their heart rates up really high. Carrie, it'd be fun for you to try too, but it is some pricey. I think, how much is the headset, Willie? It's the Facebook or Meta headset. It's called, why can't I think of the name of it? It's wireless. It's like $299 or something. Okay. I'll think about it. Which song? You know, I when I listen to you, 90% of the songs I've heard before, but I know she has new songs. I mean, relatively new songs. She produces new songs at a faster rate than I do, and she already had more to begin with. So I think there may be one or two that I didn't recognize. Oh, you have to pay $30 for the VR version of Beat Saber. Well, make it be your last girl at the party. Yeah. That's a cool one. You know what is true for me, Carrie? And I realized this when I was singing Started Out Fine, though, is like, I really love, there's something unsatisfying about, tantalizing but distinctly unsatisfying for me in singing other people's songs. The words are not my own, and very rarely do people say things the way I would or talk about things the way I would. And so it's so satisfying singing my own songs because I can sing them over and over and over and over again. And because they're so true to me and my life and my experiences, it's like I don't finish them and go, like, I don't have any feeling of cognitive dissonance between what I just sang and my own, and who I am, I guess. So I'd have to listen to that song because I can't remember. It's been a while. It's fabulous, but it's Claire's perspective. You and Claire. Aw, Carrie, back at ya. I have to say, when I watched you give your tribute to Claire, I thought, how lucky am I to have Carrie also watching me? Because you're such a it was just a precious performance. It really was. It's just a very giving and touching thing to have you supporting, her that way. It's really, and in such a meaningful, personal way too. It's just fabulous. So back at you, Carrie. All right, so we've done a lot of chat and little music. Let's do TikTok, and then we'll do Everybody's in a Circle. TikTok is a song about, not the app, way predated that. It is about not kidding yourself about the limited time you have on this earth, so far as we know. Unless we got a lot of ghosts walking around. No, that's not it at all. There we go. I'm like, what? That's not right. TikTok. You too, Carrie. Oops, you too. All right. Tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, on goes the clock. Time it is passing, where does it go? Hold on to it now, or you'll never know. 'Cause tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, on goes the clock. No need to fear, oh, near. All that you need is now and here. 'Cause tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, on goes the clock. Your chance is now, you know how, before it's time to take your bow. 'Cause tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, on goes the clock. Do what you want, it will not wait. Grab it now. It's tick tock, on goes the clock. Tick tock, on goes the clock. Your time is now. I'll show you how. Do what you can, and then you'll have come up here. You made it so clear you can do it now. I'll show you how we can make a plan. Just give me a hand. It's tick tock, on goes the clock. Tick tock, on goes the clock. Tick tock, before yours stops. I have to place one caveat upon what I just said before I started singing this song. I said that my songs are always exactly who I am or what I was thinking. And the truth is, because I wrote this song so quickly and I didn't futz with it, there is a verse in here that I take issue with. I would have an argument with my past self. I have an argument with the writer of this song. Do what you want. It will not wait. Grab it now. Don't hesitate. Not necessarily. I actually take issue with that. The particular thing you're considering doing might not wait. That's fair. In some cases, it might not wait. But I much would prefer to hold back and be sure, and this is my When in Doubt Wait song, and take my time and risk that particular strategy disappearing as an opportunity and look for another opportunity to meet the need, whatever the need is that was tied up in the thing that disappeared, the opportunity that maybe disappeared or might disappear. I'd much rather, that kind of gets to that's sort of everybody's in a circle in a way, that sanguine kind of look. As long as I am giving and receiving care and love, it doesn't matter. I can wait and take my time to find the right circle to be a part of. If I'm not happy with my circle, if I want a broader circle, a bigger circle, more people in it, it's kind of a when in doubt wait message. And so I take issue a little with that. Maybe I should take that verse out. I could. I am the author of the song. I could. No need to fear. No need to fear. Pull me your chances now. You know how. Well, I mean, again, your chances now. You know how. Before it's time to take a bow is a little bit like that too. But the do what you want. It will not wait. Grab it now. Don't hesitate. Either that or I could edit it. Not sure I'm so motivated, but something to think about. Anyway, let's do Everybody's in a Circle, y'all. We have a nice little circle here. And I'm so grateful for. This is a song about being comfortable with your social situation, whatever it might be. Being able to find a certain contentment with it, even if you might like it to change a little. From this calm place, it might be possible to you might be more likely to be able to calmly seek something slightly different or bigly different. Let's see. If you fear you won't fit in to a circle you wanna be in, if the light from the nearest sun was. Everybody sit in a circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sunlight shines through you, everyone. Now there is no center of the universe. There is no one sun to which everyone must run. We're all stars shining our own light. So know that everybody sit in a circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sun that shines through you, everyone. Now your circle, it might be small, it might contain no person at all. Imaginary friends, spider on the wall. But when your love is shining through you, it'll do all now that everybody sit in a circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sun that shines through you, everyone. Everybody sit in a circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sun, shine your light on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sun that shines through you, everyone. Everybody's in a circle, everybody is a sun. You're already in a circle, you yourself, you are a sun. Let your light shine through you, everyone. Let your light shine through you, everyone. Let your light shine through you to everyone. Yay! Thanks for being with me, guys. Willie, Carrie, others live and replay. I see some more folks hopped on Facebook. Thanks for being with me. TLC to all of you from me. Let me give you the rundown real quick if you're new. The inside scoop. I'm a singer-songwriter as a hobby. Not full-time gig, but it's one of many things I do. And I come on here most weekdays to share my songs with you. Usually between about 5:30. Oh my God, it's already 6:23. What the heck? Between 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. sometime in there. Usually about 4 songs. And I encourage you, most of it's modern American folk, I will say, on acoustic guitar. All right, I will. You sent me a clip of the music or a written thing of the music? Or you probably sent me a clip of the music. That's cool. I'll listen to it again. What was I saying? Oh, but I also do some vocal looping and bluesy songs, and love when folks can come on live. It's very fun, but also very much value the replay viewers. Just be sure to follow. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube are your options. Twitter's the only place where you can watch and get announcements. So username's the same everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music. And please also consider sharing the broadcast video. Cool. All right, Carrie, no promises. I feel stressed with I have so many things, that I would love to do with music, and I don't know. It's unlikely. I hate to say it. It's unlikely. Just being honest, because I have so many things, and like my highest priority thing right now is practicing the song that my son wants me to do with him. It's really hard. It's a really hard song. Okay, thanks, Carrie. I will. That's sweet, Carrie. Thank you. Thanks for understanding. I wish I could do more. Honestly, if I didn't love the connection aspect so much, I could say, hey, I'm coming on once a week to broadcast, and I'm going to spend the hour on the other days working on this other stuff. But I can't imagine doing that, because that's my favorite part. Like, by a long shot is the connection, the performing connection. It's just, that's the release for me. Everything else is like work. Almost everything else is work, comparatively speaking. Anyway, golly, what on the earth was I saying? Oh man, I don't remember. That's okay. I have no idea what I was saying before I was talking about that. That's all right. That's okay. Thanks for being with me. Until next time. We are just at the beginning of the week, so we've got more days together. If you have time, please do hop in, and I would love that. Thanks, Carrie. Special thanks to my dear friend Carrie. I know, I do too. I really do. God, I miss Periscope, Carrie. Periscope was awesome. Busker I didn't spend a lot of time on. Early haps, I can relate to that. I especially miss Periscope, though. Oh well. Maybe there'll be another Periscope, something that way, something like that coming along soon. Because it sucks to just be broadcasting to the big behemoth places, Not that they're not great. If anybody from them is listening, don't ban me. But I like the smaller. I mean, Periscope was part of Twitter, but it felt sort of more indie somehow, even though it wasn't. Don't bet on Elon. We have a big fan of Elon Musk in our home. My husband is a huge fan, but it's of his, his SpaceX, his world-saving stuff, his Tesla, all the awesome stuff he's doing. We haven't quite figured out what's going to happen with the Twitter thing yet, so we're just withholding judgment, but he's an interesting character for sure. He's a mixed bag, I think, a little. I don't know. I'm not an expert on him. And even my husband would admit that he's mostly an expert in those areas on him. Anyway, he's fascinating. He has so many interesting insights if you listen to his interviews, which my husband does a lot. He's very interesting, very, very interesting insights on things, but we shall see how it all pans out with Twitter. Not holding my breath. Take care, everyone. Hi, Spore. Sorry, I'm just hopping off, but check out the replay and consider coming back again. Sorry about that. Take care, everyone. Bye.